Yo, I got a heck of a question to ask y'all for today, man. Heck of a question. So, the question is, what's better? Sending your kids to trade school or sending your kids to the traditional 4-year university? What's better? It all depends on the kid, if you ask me. Because for me, when I was growing up, I've been on both sides of the playing field, and I went to Tennessee State University, and that traditional setting doesn't work for me. Taking those quizzes, taking those boring ass tests, that doesn't work for me. You feel me? So I ended up dropping out of college, and I had a football scholarship because I didn't like that setting and it didn't work for me. Taking those lectures, and it's so boring, it's nothing to it, there's barely any hands-on activity, so that did not work for me in that setting. And I dropped out of college and I ended up going to a trade. And let me clarify myself what I mean by trade. When you're talking about trade school, you have welders, you have plumbers, you have electricians, you have mechanics, pipe fitters. There's all kinds of trades. And you don't really have to go to a school to attain a trade. You can find a job that will train you on the job and that will give you a certification when you finish that apprentice program. That's what I did. I went through a 4-year apprentice program. I completed that. Now I am a certified pipe fitter through the Department of Labor. So it's basically, it holds the same weight as a bachelor's degree, but without all the student loan debt. And to me, without all the headache, because I learned so much with my hands. I learned how to do things that basically my skill as a pipe fitter helps me build onto my home, helps me add rooms onto my home. It helps me do a lot of things, and it all branches off the main line of me going to that trade school, which was free. The company paid for me to go to school. How many people out there can tell me that the company they work for is paying 100% of their college tuition and is guaranteeing them a job after they graduate? I'll wait. That's what I thought. How many people can say that? Not many people can sit there and tell me that their job is paying for all of their tuition. While they're going to school, they're going to let them go to work, pay them while they go to work, and as soon as they graduate, they're going to give them a job with benefits, 401k, dental, all of that. Not a lot of people can say that, man. That's why I am all for people going to trade school, especially young men. Young men, Lil Timmy, if Lil Timmy is making C's on his report card right now, we got to be realists at this point. Lil Timmy is probably not going to be an OBGYN. He's probably not going to be a doctor or a lawyer. I'm just being honest with you guys. So Lil Timmy, there's nothing wrong with you identifying with Lil Timmy struggling in 7th grade and being like, you know what? It's time for me to start talking about other things with Lil Timmy. You know, letting them see some videos about being an electrician. Because little do you guys know, I'm going to let you guys in on this right now. You can look it up. A plumber, a master plumber. You have master plumbers out here that are making $100,000 a year. Easily. You have electricians out here. Hell, you can look at NES in Nashville. They got employees I know that make over $100,000 a year. They work at NES. Those dudes that y'all laugh at when y'all see them up on that pole at NES, they making bank. They making good money. I know pipe fitters. That's the trade that I'm in. I know pipe fitters that I know personally make $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. And you see them, you'll be driving your car down the street, going to your job, paying your student loans, and you'll drive past that pipe fitter, that guy that has that hard hat on with that yellow vest, and you laugh at him like, man, he's dirty, I bet he stink. But that guy is making $100,000 a year. So my thing is, why aren't we teaching our kids or telling our kids, about these things? Hey son, if you don't want to go to a 4-year college, that's fine. But you need to go down there to that trade school down there. You need to learn how to weld. You need to learn how to be a pipe fitter. You need to learn how to be an electrician or a plumber or a mechanic. Identify their strong points and capitalize on them. Because I'm telling you, man, these guys are making money. And not just a little money. They're making a lot of money. Because what's the purpose of you going to a 4-year college and you still don't have a job? Or you still are trying to figure out what you want to do with yourself? When you go to a trade, baby, there ain't no ifs and buts about it. You're getting on-the-job training hours. What I mean by that is on-the-job training. We call it OJT. OJT is on-the-job training. That company is training you every day. They send you to work. You'll basically be working alongside a guy who has all the experience, who's basically almost like a foreman on the job. He'll be training you, teaching you everything that you need to know. And you're getting paid, and you don't even know everything yet, but you're getting paid to learn. And as soon as you get done learning, that company gives you a job, and you're making big bucks. Big bucks. And a lot of people don't know this, but when you learn a trade, when you learn how to install a water heater, when you're an electrician and you're doing wiring to a house, you can do that on the side as well. So you're getting overtime, plus you're getting side money from doing side jobs. It's a lot of money in this. We got to be smart, man. We got to start sending our kids to some of these trade schools.